Okay, picture this. Steven Seagal in a Hallmark Christmas movie. Just let that sink in for a moment.
Wow, Mia, that's unexpected. So he's like a retired action star who moves to a small town and rediscovers the spirit of Christmas?
And maybe he runs a martial arts dojo for kids, but it's struggling, and he's considering selling it. But then, the town comes together to save it as a Christmas miracle.
But there has to be a love interest, right? Maybe the town's librarian who's secretly a huge fan of his old movies.
Yes, and they bond over old action movies and Christmas traditions. Maybe she introduces him to the magic of reading Christmas tales, and he teaches her some self-defense moves.
There's a scene where they're trapped in a snowstorm, and Seagal uses his action skills to save them. But instead of fighting, he crafts a sleigh from broken tree branches and they ride it into town.
I can totally see a heartwarming scene where Seagal dresses up as Santa for the kids in the dojo. But instead of ho ho ho, he says something cool like, "Stay safe and stay kind."
And for the climax, the town faces a crisis, maybe a tree lighting ceremony gone wrong, and Seagal saves the day. Not with punches or kicks, but with his newfound Christmas spirit and love for the community.
At the end, the dojo becomes the town's community center, where everyone gathers for Christmas celebrations, and Seagal sings a heartwarming Christmas carol. Imagine his deep voice singing Silent Night.
Oh, and the twist? The librarian was the real Santa Claus all along, testing Seagal's Christmas spirit. And she gives him a magical book that lets him relive his favorite Christmas memories whenever he wants.
That's wild. But you know what would make it even more surreal? At the very end, as the credits roll, a reindeer flies down and Seagal just hops on, waving goodbye, off to save another Christmas somewhere else.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around all of this. Steven Seagal, a dojo, a librarian Santa, and a flying reindeer. That's quite the Hallmark movie.
It's definitely one for the books. But hey, who wouldn't watch a Steven Seagal Hallmark Christmas movie? Especially with a storyline this unique.
True, it's bizarre, but in the most heartwarming way. I'd definitely tune in, but only if there's a scene where Seagal bakes Christmas cookies using his secret action star recipe.